What?
Another... We need to change the titles because it's got... Jeff, can you change the titles, please? It's got the phone number on it. Phone number doesn't exist. Skype is gone.
No.
Skype is gone. Welcome back. I'm Ian Lee.
I'm not.
This is the free podcast. You're getting a couple, 2 or 3
Apparently
this
I'm nobody.
week. Please, you are the love of my life. You are my dream come true. You are.
Okay, I'll do.
We do a show every week. 2 or 3 hours on a Friday night, which is exclusive to our Patreons. What is Patreon? It's a way of paying your favourite artists, your favourite podcasters, musicians, comedians, directly to them. And you go to patreon.com/Ian and Catherine, patreon.com/IAIN and Catherine with a K. And for as little as £3.99 a month, you get access to those shows and over 3,000 hours worth of podcasts. What I hesitated, you would have heard me hesitate then as I said that list of who it supports, because I was deliberately avoiding a word. Do you know the word I was in that list of musicians, comedians, podcasters? What was the word I was avoiding? Because I hate it, and it gets thrown around a lot.
Content creators.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being sniffy
Kato
about
got
that
it, yeah.
back in the day. Because it's like content. What you mean, like shows or stories, or they're producing content. But I kind of get it now
Okay, go on. Okay, go on.
because it covers everyone,
Yeah.
from the person who makes fun videos or explanatory, learning type videos, to the guy who sits there online all day doing this to lonely women.
We're going to talk. That's where we're going.
Because what would you describe him as otherwise? I mean, there are many words.
A prick. Here we go. And Georgie has just joined the chat. I'm so pleased you're on for Freeloaders tonight. Husband and son both away, so it's just me and the cat here. And tomorrow, and I do my first new radio show. I've got it in my diary. I was going to
how exciting.
I was going to send you a little message, Georgie. And it's funny you're here because I remember having those who don't know, Georgie is an absolutely brilliant podcaster. She does everything. Podcaster. She writes about classic comedy like Morecambe and Wise and stuff like that. She's a brilliant radio presenter and has got a new show starting tomorrow. And funnily enough, ages and ages ago, I was having a chat with her, and I said, well, but when people, it's about making content. And as soon as I said it, I went, I am so sorry for using that word. I am so sorry for using that word in that context. And I can understand why it might mean something different to younger people.
Yeah.
But to me, saying content, it felt a bit shit.
Do you know what content suggests to me? And again, it might be because I'm an older person.
Yeah.
Content is kind of... It's from the platform's perspective, it's content. To them, it's just a means of peddling their advertising content.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of wide-ranging descriptor that shows that they don't really care what you do on there, is what it suggests to me.
And I'm aware that language changes, and maybe to someone under 25 it has a different meaning. But it feels... Where are we going with this? We've been watching a lot of TikTok recently, and it's been getting me confused, and it's been getting me angry, and
It's been getting some people very aroused.
there are a lot of people. I've got to choose my language really carefully because we're gonna look at something specific in a minute. There are within that system, right? Okay, there are a lot of people doing nothing, and expecting money from it, and some of these people are earning money, but I've watched a lot of people the last few weeks who their whole thing is, okay, I'm trading very carefully. I saw a middle-aged person. This isn't any of the ones we're going to talk about. It was a middle-aged woman who, it was like her first stream, and she said, right, this is what I want to do, is I really want to build up an audience. And so what I need you to do is I need you to keep tapping that screen, keep sharing this link. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to get into the TikTok top 10 and get a really big audience. So what I need you to do, guys, and there are 8 people there, just keep tapping that screen. And I watched for quite a long time. And at no point did this person say, what I'm going to do in these streams is I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm gonna sing the content was keep tapping the screen and share the live. That was the content.
But it seems to work for some people, and I just don't get it. I don't get it. Unless it's, I don't know, it's people who are in some way vulnerable and they feel like that is their way of joining in with some. I don't get it. Because surely you watch something because it gives you something, does something for you, entertains you, keeps you company, teaches you something, does something. This thing of we need maximum engagement. No, we don't. You do, because you're making money out of it.
And there's a lot of people on there performing in their shit. You know, but great.
But that doesn't mean they're not entertaining.
Well, no, but great because they're doing something, right?
Yep.
They're doing something.
They're living their best lives.
A lot of my feed is some not very talented people playing and singing songs. Okay, great. I'm not going to go in there and go, well, you're shit. Go, okay, well done. They're having a go. It's not for me. No, here's someone who's brilliant, and there are some brilliant people on there, right? But they're doing something.
Yeah.
There's lots of. And part of me, it feels a bit sad, but it's because I'm a middle-aged man who used to be a radio presenter, so I have a slightly different skew on it, right? But there are a lot of middle-aged men doing like radio shows in their bedroom, and I have a slight bias because of my history of working in radio. Actually, if I look at it objectively, fuck me, they're doing something. They're creating something. They're trying to create a community, and they're putting something on.
Here's another way of looking at it. They are doing what the kid then wishes they could have done when they were sitting in their rooms, as we both probably did as kids, and made tapes. Now, you've got the possibility of broadcasting straight away without anyone's permission or say so. No meetings, no clocks, no boss telling you that you've got to do X, Y, or Z. You can go on there and indulge that dream. Good for them.
Some of them are great. Some of them are rubbish. Some of them have got 200 people. Some of them have got 4. And actually, I was able to. I gave my head a wobble, and I went. In terms of these men doing radio shows, I said you're allowing your bias to come into it. You've still got that old concept of what a number constitutes a successful audience, because that's what I had for 25 years, and I still struggle with that a bit. And you're being mean and miserable. They're having the time of their life, and they're doing something.
And they're not forcing anyone to watch.
No.
There's no malice in there.
Now, when it gets weird, I do get lots of Pakistani men in holes, and they are men in Pakistan in holes in the ground, their heads sticking out. I get that a lot.
I like the women sitting under balloons full of water, and if you tap the screen it gets bigger and bigger. I like that.
Have you seen, there's the AI has suddenly taken off the last 3 days. David sent me a link to an AI sitcom which I've not watched yet, but there's some really good AI history things. The guy with the building the pyramids. Okay, guys, he's got his okay, guys, you're here.
POV, you're building the pyramids.
We're building the pyramids, and it's brilliant. Some of them are crap. There's a great one of okay, guys stood on dry land with the sea either side. Okay, I'm stood with the OG. It's Moses. Moses, you did it, man. It's great.
But there's a fun idea in there.
Yeah. But there I think is some perhaps darker behaviour. Now listen, I've been blocked from a couple of TikTok feeds for kind of expressing what I thought was totally fine. There's a bit of it goes, I've been blocked. I've blocked people for less. You know,
you were ruining their vibe.
I'm a big fan of you cultivate your social media feed the way you want to cultivate it. Whether it's Twitter or it's TikTok or it's Twitch, you want to block someone? Block them. That's your prerogative.
Interestingly, though, the people that blocked you were cultivating a large female following and probably didn't want anyone else in there that was not that.
There's one guy who he's looking here. The camera's there. Okay, so he does lives where it's like he'll be playing.
It's words of wisdom that you would read on like a calendar or something.
Okay, so let's do. So his videos are.
A squint.
Does he have? He doesn't have glasses, does he? You want to treat her like a lady, but she won't let you. she won't let you inside.
Exactly
all you want to do is love, but she don't want your love. And you know what? She doesn't deserve your love. And it ends with a slow wink.
A wink.
It's fucking weird, right? It's weird, and I became obsessed.
It makes my female parts kind of swallow themselves up, like snap themselves away.
And do you know what? We're going to name them. I'm going to name them because it's out in the public, and actually,
and it's not true.
It's not true. Please, 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 please. This is not about going into their lives or on their things and trolling them.
But just have a look.
There'll be some snitches here who'll tell them, that's fine, that's fine. We're doing this in a public forum. Please don't go in and be mean to them. It's not what this is about. I can't wait. We'll find out who the snitches are.
I'm actually fascinated by the effectiveness of it, because to me, it makes me recoil.
Yeah. And it's a guy called Damien Quote Theory on TikTok, right? DQT. And he got a little bit itchy with me because he has a Patreon, which is fine, and it lists some of the stuff that you get in the Patreon. One of them was...
I was talking to him because he said he did a podcast. And I went, oh, you do a podcast? What's on there then? Oh, I think it's just that.
Yeah. Well, our podcast is just this, do you know what I mean? But one of the things it listed was sleep therapy. Now, therapy is not a protected word, but it's an interesting word because it implies a level of training, of skill. It doesn't. It isn't. Anyone can say, "Oh, yeah, I'm a therapist." Whatever. You can use that word. And I said, "Oh, sleep therapy. That sounds interesting. What is that?" Ignored. What's this sleep therapy? It sounds... I could use that. And on the third one, he went, well, it's more stories.
In this voice.
And then he blocked me because he kept leaning out of shot. And I said, come on, mate, what are you doing out of shot? It's either a drink or a cheeky vape. Come on, spill your beans. Blocked. That's absolutely fine.
Because on TikTok, you're not allowed to use certain substances. Although I've seen people off their nuts.
I've seen people smoking joints on there. And it was all women, which is fine, but it feels a little bit like a fishing expedition to, anyway. But the other one, the one who we've been not obsessed with, but fascinated by for a while. And then I saw popped up on my YouTube algorithm. There's a guy called Memulous, and he's a young man. And he does videos about weird things he sees on TikTok. He wears a scarf here and a hat here. So all you see is that. And it's quite entertaining. I watched a few of his videos and it was quite entertaining.
I didn't think he was mean. I didn't think he was overly rude.
No.
And I found him interesting.
Yeah.
I enjoyed his content.
Yeah. And he did 3 videos on a guy called, his feed is Emotions in Life. Right? And... in one of them, he just went, the first video, this guy's fucking weird. And he played some clips, and we're going to play some clips, right? And we're going to play some clips. I'm expecting a bit of a backlash, but I'm cool with it. And it's this guy. Well, let's watch one of his, one of Emotions in Life's clips following. That's what we... Oh my God, it's my queen. Let's have a look for Emotions. He's going to block me at some point. Let's watch one of these videos. Desktop audio is there. Let's go for this one. This looks like... this is a big one.
But again, this is obviously working for someone.
Yeah. He's got 2.4 million viewers.
This is obviously working for 2.4 million people.
Here we go.
You fucking broke her!
All right, hang on a second, because you can hear that and we can't, and I just need to change one little thing. I know what I'm doing here. Advanced, we want desktop audio, we want monitor and output. Okay, here we go. Let's.
You fucking
still can't hear it. Hold the line, please, caller. Hold the line. Desktop audio, monitor and output. That should be. That. Hold the line. Oh, hang on. I got to do... Is that going to work?
Her down! You disrespected her! You broke her trust! You broke her fucking heart! You betrayed her time after time! You hurt her bad. And she's not herself right now because of it. She's not. Her head doesn't know how to fucking feel. 1 minute she's laughing.
It goes on and on.
Doesn't want anyone else to feel the fucking same. No matter how dark it gets, she still manages to keep her smile, shine her light, and share her goodness with everyone in me. You.
So many questions.
That's not normal behaviour, right? Anyway, can I just check? You can still hear us, and there isn't an echo. Am I correct when we're speaking? So this Memulous guy did 15-minute video. He's got a big audience. He got like 500,000 views.
And let's say Memulous's audience is not the same as this guy's.
Basically saying, that is fucking weird. So then that guy did a video saying to Memulous, you probably hit your wife. You're the kind of person that probably hits his wife. Right? And it goes on and on and on. And Catherine will explain why both of these words are pointless. He's confused probably with allegedly. What I suspect he meant to say was, you allegedly hit your wife. Catherine, explain why both of those words won't get him out of trouble.
And if you've been following my TikToks, you already know this, so forgive me. But for everyone else in the whole world who hasn't, from you three, right, allegedly. People use it all the time online as if it's some sort of get out of jail free card. It isn't. Actually, what it does is it flags up the fact that you know whether what you're saying is on shaky ground, and you think that you're trying to sort of throw that sort of magic shield out there to prevent someone taking you to court, which they could, right? So it's defamation. Some people think it's slander. It's not. It's libel, because when you do that online, you are publishing.
That's the thing. It's published.
Right.
I love having that argument.
It's published because there's an ongoing record of it. Okay, and so it's not gone. Slander is when someone shouts something in the street. If it's been recorded, it's been published. So he says allegedly because he thinks he says probably because he's trying to cover it up. That's still not something you would be able to back up in court. So don't do it, guys. Don't do it, kids. If you want to know the defences of defamation, if someone were to accuse you of defaming them, you need to be able to prove that it's true. You need to say that it was fair comment made without malice and an honestly held opinion. You would also need another defamation defence would be that it was in the public interest. None of those work for this, I'm afraid, mate, and probably ain't going to cut it.
Thanks for sticking around after school.
Don't say allegedly, guys. It will not get you out. And some people also do the in my opinion. Yeah, still doesn't work in your opinion. You can't say in my opinion this guy's a dodgepot unless you have reason and provable facts to back it up.
So in that video,
apparently no. Apparently he's also there in that box of do not use.
So he calls Memulous. He says, Memulous, you probably beat your wife. And Memulous comes back and goes, I wasn't going to do a second video, but fuck me, this is insane. I'm not even married. So where has he got that from? Anyway, it goes on and on and on. It goes on and on. So I would check out Memulous. But I have now become fascinated. Absolutely fascinated.
Can I just come back to something else? Someone said, what about in my honest opinion? Still doesn't work.
No.
Still doesn't work.
As Jimbo said that. He's taking the piss. So Jim, we're going to count that. 4 strikes. 4 times you got it wrong.
But people do it all the time. People do it all the time. Just as they take their lapel mics off and wave them about. I've seen so much of this going on and you go, right, well, I can't hear you. And that's too close to that person's mouth. Stop it.
Fascinated by this guy. So I've done a few videos. And basically, I watch him rant for 5 seconds. I go, what the fuck? I need you to film one because I need to lean backwards for one. And there's more. So these are like inspirational things that he encourages women to send to their ex-partners.
Let's have a screen. Welcome in, guys. Interaction.
What am I interacting with exactly? Someone shimmying.
Annie's there. Positivity does. Sammy's going to stay pinned. Annie's there. Interacting. Come on.
That Memulous described him as Britain's most unemployed man because he's just doing that all the time. There's another one.
He's not himself right now. His head doesn't know how to fucking feel.
Hang on, isn't that the same one as she's not herself right now? Didn't he do that one?
And having
fun. Writing these out,
next minute, he's only.
I think they're rants. Do you mind if I just do a little thing? Hang on.
Out, questioning.
This is what my TikTok is now.
He's not himself right now. His head doesn't know how to fucking feel.
What the fuck? I'm enjoying doing those. He'll block me at some point, and then it's over.
Minute he's laughing and having fun. The next minute he's zoning anyone else to feel the fucking same. No matter how dark it gets, he still manages to keep his smile, shine his light.
It's not normal behaviour. It's not normal behaviour. He has a second channel which he did block me on. Where's the one where he's...
He just seems to be channeling a lot of rage, that's all.
So here's I will turn the volume down because I don't want to get copyright. Hi, my name's Tim Coles. I'm 41 and single. I have a big heart. One of them was a dating thing saying, where are all the single mums? It's a very strange request to put in specifically for mums bringing up children on their own. That's an odd request.
It's very specific.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
I'm Tim Coles. I'm 41. I'm single. I have a big heart, and I'm an emotional person. But I have a fun side.
We know.
I'm looking for the type of women who thinks this is fun and adorable. Yes, I'm weird, but I'm fun.
Stop. I'm looking for the type of women, not woman. Women.
I'm still healing. I'm loyal. I love deep. When I'm with you, would forget about the cheap imitation you thought was love before. Now, Memulus points this out. This video is being filmed by someone because the camera shakes.
I wish we could do what they do in the movies and like zoom into one of the windows and see the reflection.
And I'm pointing this out. He's clearly, just like the airport scene of Spinal Tap, shoved something down his trousers.
Hang on, let me just...
I don't think we can get... Can we? I can't get any closer. There we go. All right.
I'm doing this for investigative journalism.
So this is... He's there. There we go. He's filmed this.
Oh my God.
This is... There we go. Benson Boone.
Easy. Well, that's quite impressive.
That's not.
But here's the thing, right?
What?
When I saw that you'd filmed one from in my house the other day when with the kids' stuff that they dumped from school behind you.
Oh, no, I'll delete that. I didn't realise.
No, it's all right. It's all good.
No, I didn't see that. Let me delete that.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, if I had set up a shot, you would not see the pegs on the line.
No.
I would have mowed the lawn.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me delete that. I didn't realise.
It's all right.
Are you sure that's cool?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But look, he's got his washing there in the kitchen. That's all I can... Whoopah! But yeah, you know...
I feel bad about that now.
Don't feel bad about it.
I'll delete it. It's not a problem.
Don't feel bad about it.
Are you sure? Because I can get rid of it. It's not a problem.
I'm positive.
Okay.
It's
all
funny.
right.
But what I'm saying is that's supposed to be a thirst trap, and all I can think is he's not done his washing.
This is a different channel.
He said there's a load of fake channels, isn't there?
Yeah. Okay. Someone's... Okay. Anyway, it goes on. This is the one. 2.6 million followers. Oh. There we go.
I want to say a big fucking thank you to Helen K, to Amber Clan motherfucking Sam, to Sammy B, to Kerry's Crazy Life, to Wolf Collar, to Gemma. Listed below. This motherfucking go.
Does he know he can see his pants?
Yeah, I think he does know that.
Catherine.
It's the behaviour. It is. Well, okay. Here we go.
He's very limber. I'll give him that.
We are doing a grow life. Let's go.
It's not right, is it? No. It's not right. Sofa says explosive, extreme, disproportionately intense verbal outbursts are always inspirational.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Like a 14-year-old boy trying to impress a girl that's not interested. It's like that. Whoa, look at me. Whoa, whoa.
There's something. There's a story there. There's a story there. Maybe we'll find it. Maybe we won't find it.
But he's a fascinating character.
Yeah, he is. And he'll block me. You know, if you want to see my TikToks, they're very childish. It's me going watching and going, what the fuck? There's a kind of dark vibe there. Not saying he's done anything wrong at all. Not saying anything like that. He's got a big audience, so you know some people like it. There's just that you saw that shouting. There's an energy. Rage. There we go. That's the word. There's a rage there, and
he's working something out.
Is it a tricky sum?
Stop it. But do you know what I mean? He's working something out there.
Yeah.
Loudly.
One of you will have snitched on me already. That's fine. I'm a big boy. I can take it. And he'll block me at some point, and that's fine.
He's not alone. There are loads of them on there, and some people seem to love it. Some women seem to love it.
I tell you who's blocked me, and I will happily name this guy, Father Bennett. Father Bennett is a piece of trash. He reads the Bible and preaches the Bible, except he doesn't. It's fucking awful. He's got to be in his mid-30s, do you reckon?
Yeah, handsome guy.
Yeah, very charming.
Looks like a Hollywood Jesus.
But it's all the fire and brimstone stuff, which some people are into, right? And this isn't a knock on Christians at all, because the Christian message is beautiful. But his whole thing is, you're going to go to hell. If someone puts a comment saying, I'm not sure that's really what Jesus said, he will dive in and destroy. I'm not sure that Jesus really said what you've just said. You're going to go to hell. You hate me because my soul has been saved by our Lord Jesus Christ. And you are going to rot in hell with all of the prostitutes and all of the scumbags and the child murderers. And you are going to burn in hell. Repent, brother. But it's fucking mean. There was a woman called him a C, right? Which is not nice. She got blocked. Her husband came on. He said, well, is it your husband or is it? And then he said, you are not satisfying your woman. That's why she's full of the rage, because you are not a man. You're not man enough to you're not man enough to keep your woman under control. You need to go up to her now and control her. But she can't be controlled by you because she has no disrespect. Do you know? This is what he said. Do you know why your wife was so tired this morning? Because I was with her all night reading her the Bible. It's horrible. It's the worst. Listen, I've now got Christians on my TikTok feed, and a lot of them are very, very lovely. There's a very lovely gay vicar that I will sit and watch sometimes. And they are preaching the message of Christ, which is, be cool to everyone. Don't be a dick. Mm-hmm. But then there's this guy, Father Bennett, whose message is hatred. It is hate-filled. Yeah. So I've got no problem saying he's a dodgepot, that guy. The buzzing should have gone, by the way, guys. It wouldn't be an Ian and Catherine show without the buzz. But quite often we will stay up all night, not all night, till 1 or 2 in the morning. There's a great lesbian pub that we watch a lot. God. It's a lot of fun.
We love Mandy at that pub.
Oh, it's so
Mandy's
much fun.
Always there.
There's the buzzing gone. Mandy's always there. That's a lot of fun.
I quite like some of the dancers, some of the older dancers.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like watching a party.
Yeah. Honestly, buzzing's back. Honestly, if Friday, I will get the buzzing fixed for next week, guys. Sorry, it keeps coming and going. I had to disconnect everything to get this room decorated, and we'll get rid of it. And
I'll tell you what I've been looking at a lot recently, and it's very, very stylish Italian women throwing things together that shouldn't match, and they just look wonderful. And then you do the same thing, and it looks like you've been dipped in super glue and rolled through a jumble sale. Yeah. Like these Italian women wear like big voluminous dresses that sort of just hang off them just so, and they look like super, super turned out and glamorous. How are they doing that? Is why I watch them.
Hang on a minute. Someone has sent us something. I don't really know how to see. Someone has sent us something on Ko-fi. Let me log in.
Jimbo, you're right. It is all about the accessories. I even bought some clacky bangles, but they've driven me insane. It's the tan. It's the way they hold themselves. It's the whole thing. Oh, there's an amazing pasta woman as well. I can't remember what her name is. I'll have to find it out. Hang on. And I've been getting a lot of really good recipes off TikTok. So there is productive content on there. They're recipe shows. They're cooking shows. Hang on. Let me see. Let me see what she's called. But she
So-
does shout. But I do like, obviously, I don't mind that bit of volume.
Sorry, someone sent us some money, and I want to thank Pink Cushion.
Thanks, Pink Cushion.
Oh, John. Oh, hang on a minute. Did John? Oh, John Carroll, you absolute melt. You've signed up to the refund. John Carroll. Remember John Carroll, who paid us £10 on Ko-fi instead of signing up to the Patreon? Well, it turns out he...
Has he done it again?
No, he signed up to pay £10 every month.
Oh, you know, not John. The pasta queen is what I'm talking about. The pasta
And
queen.
I don't know how to... refunded. All right, hang on a minute. I've got... John, you absolute melt. What have you done? Let me refund. It's all go, isn't it? I tell you what, you freeloaders. That's your second episode for the week. Happy now?
Enjoy.
Sign up at patreon.com. You stay here, people watching it. Patreon.com/Ian and Catherine. Patreon.com/IAIN and Catherine with a K, and support the show. And ciao, ciao, ciao.